readit.
TIFU. By enraging the parents of my girlfriend, by pretending not to know what a potato is, by not know potato. Let me tell you that I have made a bad mistake this evening. My girlfriend, who, let me tell you, is only my second girlfriend of all time, said, I am
invited to dinner
with her and her parents. I was very aghast, nervous, and bashful to be invited to such a situation. But I knew it must be done. I met them nicely, I should tell you, and it started off in a good way. The idea slapped my mind that I should do a comic bit to make a good impression and become known to them as a person who is amusing. When I saw that baked potatoes were served, I got the idea that it would be very good if I pretended I did not know what potatoes was. That would be funny. Well, let me tell you, it backfired on my face. I'll tell you how. So first, when the potato became on my plate, I acted very interesting. I showed an expression on my face, so as to seem that I was confused, astounded, but in a restrained way, curious, and interested. They did notice, and seemed confused, but did not remark. So I asked, "This looks very interesting. What is this?" They stared at me, and the mother said,
It's a baked potato.
and I was saying, "Oh, interesting. A baked, what is it again?" And she was like,
A potato.
and I was like, "A potato. Oh, interesting. Never heard of a potato. Looks pretty good." And then, they didn't see I was clowning, but thought I really did not know what is a potato. So I knew I would be very shamed, humiliated, depressed, and disgusted if I admitted to making a bad joke. So what I did was to act as if it was not a joke, but I committed to the act of pretending I didn't know what a potato is. They asked me, very incredulous, did I really not know what a potato is? That I never heard of a potato. I went with it, and told them, yes, I did not ever even hear of a potato. Not only had I never eaten a potato, I had never heard the word potato. This went on for a bit, and my girlfriend was acting very confused and embarrassed by my
fucked up antics.
And then the more insistent I was about not knowing what a potato is, was when their parents started thinking I did know what a potato was. Well, let me tell you, I had to commit 100% at this point. When I would not admit to knowing what a potato was, the father especially began to get annoyed. At one point he said something like,
Enough is enough. You're fucking with us. Admit it.
and I said, "Sir, before today I never heard of a potato. I still don't know what a potato is, other than some kind of food. I don't know what to tell you." Well, let me tell you, he got very annoyed. I decided to take a bite of the potato, and when I did, I made a high-pitched noise and said, "Tastes very strange." That is when the father started yelling at me, and the mother kept saying,
What are you doing?
and my girlfriend went to some other room. Finally, the father said I should
Get the fuck out.
of his house. And I said, it was irrational to treat me like this, just because I never heard of a potato before. Well, let me tell you, he didn't take that kindly. Now, in text messages I have been telling my girlfriend, I really don't know what a potato is. The only way I can ever get out of this is for them to buy that I don't know what a potato is. I wish I never started it, but I can't go back. I think she will break up with me anyway.
Invite your girlfriend to meet your parents. Have your father take her aside and ask if potatoes were served at the dinner with her parents. When she says yes, he looks alarmed, mutters something about wanting to keep them from him, and never mentions the subject again.
That's if he still has a girlfriend.
She doesn't really seem like a keeper if she can't handle a good old-fashioned potato joke.
She was from Latvia.
Potato is life.
When confronted about this horrible joke, insist it never happened, with the same level of commitment. Maybe they will just think you have a brain disorder.
At this point, this is the best idea.
Send them a bouquet of potatoes as an apology.
But on the card, write, "Enjoy your potatoes." Potatoes in quotes, as if you still don't really believe they are real.
Ha ha ha. Well, they say if you love someone, send them a potato because it lasts longer.
Never go full potato.
Full what?
Good thing I didn't have liquids in my mouth when reading this comment.
Potato quality joke.
I've been with this sub almost since its inception. I follow idiots fighting things and Tumblr in action too. This is the dumbest fucking thing I have ever read on this entire website. Why? OP. Why? I'm not trying to be mean. It's impressive, really.
This has got to be one of the best TIFUs ever posted, because it enters a realm where it doesn't matter whether the story is real or fake. I've never seen that happen before.
This might be my new favorite TIFU post ever. OP is fucking weird, man. And I love it.
Read it.
Why'd you guys break up? Potatoes.
They sound very interesting. What are they?
A stracky tuberous crop that grows in earth, but that's not important right now.
When she tells you she's breaking up with you, tell her you don't know what a breakup is. Commit to that, and exert your dominance.
Well, let me tell you. She got a restraining order.
What's a restraining order?
So first, when the restraining order became on my door, I acted very interesting.
Well, let me tell you. This has made me very shamed, to not know what is a restraining order. Shamed, embarrassed, disgusted, and bashful.
You need to commit 100% to this now. Invent a religion. Perhaps an obscure offshoot of Roman Catholicism formed after the Irish potato famine. That is, choose potatoes in all their forms. Create a Wikipedia page. Find a passage in the Bible that supports it, literal interpretation of beasts of the field perhaps. Maybe claim, beasts is close to the old Irish word for potatoes. You are going to have to get creative. Reveal all of this to the dʒiːɛf's family as though you just found out yourself. Tell them you went home and asked your parents about it, and they sat you down and told you that they were part of this religion, and had raised you in observance of its tenets. You can then roll your eyes and act like your parents are the weirdest, most embarrassing people on earth for putting you in this situation. Oh, and they told you French fries were made from bread, because it was the one indulgence they allowed. Never let your parents and her parents meet unless they have been briefed, and can be trusted to dive on any grenades.
Read it.
I gotta say, that's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. Your only hope is to come clean. In fact, just link your dʒiːɛf to this post and tell her to show her parents. Oh, and also you should apologize profusely.
Best advice I've read so far in this thread for OP. He's damned either way, but far better off owning up to it at this point. Better off having the family see you as a nervous kid who got caught up in a bad joke than the smartass and or complete idiot they see you as now. At least, sending this post shows your intentions. In the future though, just know that the first time meeting your dʒiːɛf's parents, or any time after really, is not the time to be messing with them, if you value your relationship. Also, if anyone ever calls you out on messing with them, always own up to it, otherwise you end up looking like a douche. Anyways, good luck, OP.
I can't tell if this is a TIFU or a Latvian dinner party.
Let me tell you, it was the first time potato was produced in Latvia. But even potato bring only sadness. Only high-pitched
Read it.
noise to hide the very strange sadness.
You'd rather risk your relationship than admit you were trying to be funny and failed. Looks like you succeeded.
I'm guessing this is why he's only had 2 girlfriends to date.
That's not so shabby. Most people only have 1 girlfriend to date.
Okay, Dad. That was actually good.
Read it. Read it. Teaching.